Good morning, Azeroth. It's the 19th of December 2024. Grab your morning beverage and welcome to the stream. We'll be continuing our investigation into the Siren Isle and looking at the storm phase today, seeing what new discoveries we can find and what enemies we can face. Without further ado, let's get stuck in. Hope we're all doing well today. You're almost through the week. Keep yourselves warm, keep yourselves hydrated. You've got this. Right, we'll also see what, if any, dailies pop up. Seemingly none at the moment, so most of it might be weekly or every few days. Got our little snapdragon friend.
Get your feet moving. We got a tunnel to blast.
Keep blasting open those tunnels. Snapdragon seems to recognise you as you approach. Its ear fins wiggle with anticipation. It's hungry again and looks at you expectantly. Seems to want meat. Doesn't seem to care where it's from. Collect mystery meat snacks by killing creatures around the isle. Accept game. Thank you. I'm assuming the rewards we get from... Well, it says crates every time. I don't know if they reward us each and every time. It says may earn you. Right, well, we're here today to have a look at the storm phase.
Hey, what's the news?
I'll defend the camp during the storm. I thought it was the whole island. Well, let's find out. As the storm approaches, everyone retreats in camp safety. This is far worse than I expected. Grab any equipment that might help you. I'm just going to go hide over here. Ooh. Oh, then we can just swap things we find. And just eliminate threats in the storm. Oh, and there's a quest over there and over there. I don't know if these are storm-specific ones or not, but we'll head our way over. And it almost puts a zone within a zone. It's meant to be a lot more dangerous. Got a few elites about, we actually have to care what their movesets are. Imagine we'll be alright. If I'd not let them cast what they're doing. Get our meat for our friend. Let's head in the direction of these other quests. Extinction. Bubbles. Ooh. What's happening down there? What? Well, I should have known that would happen. It's just bringing me back down to safety. It's not like there's something hiding up there. Ooh, they're spawn puddles. Lovely. Go see what this rare is over here. Rhine bow. There, we'll take you up. Here, ref attack, please. Oh no. Hey, thank God it had a long cast time. I want to investigate the water at some point as well. A lot of shell. Imagine that egg quest will take us over there, but I want to fight the rare first. Clear that ad out of the way. Can he be stunned? I wasted my interrupt. What's our wind thing pointing to? Don't do it, worms. Damn it, I knew it! Oh, it was immune to the stun as well. Oh no. Cricket's delivery. Okay, that helped a little bit. Let's go grab that quest. It seems like those little boss areas are just open in the stormy bit.
I got what you need.
We should really get out of here, but do you see those eggs over there? Those monsters hatched them all. This place will be swarming with crabs when the storm clears. Okay, so they are storm-specific quests. Ugh, there's just too many to destroy by hand. We're gonna need some help. Susie's got helpful items back at this camp. Maybe my broiler will work. I don't know, champ. Grab somebody to get rid of those eggs.
Hey, can I interest you with a payment plan?
My broiler is not the best choice. Sally has much better gear to help with the problem.
I need to target something first.
We have to use the equipment from camp. Okay. It's a way to encourage you to do so. Time for crab. It just reminds me of various Fallout games walking towards like an abandoned site somewhere and suddenly just seeing giant piles of eggs. Can't remember. I think it was Fallout 3. Just wandering into a place full of crabs outside and then inside. Oh, there's way more crab here. Wasn't always the biggest fan, but appreciate that. What's the word? That Bethesda kind of wanderlust where even if the main stories don't always kick it out of the park, you're just kind of wandering around and getting those organic stories going. I think they've always done really well at that. Let's see where they end up in time. Okay, now we need to kill the egg tenders. Big crab. Very spidery crab. Not enough damage to prove too much of a threat. I wonder if you were first taking ults here though. Might be a little more harrowing. I'll probably pull a few. Stun the regular elites, that's fine. Very nice. Cap one more.
It's too far away.
Few more, I should say. Let them get the tag. Lovely. Turn that back in and go see what the other one's about.
You break it, you
I knew you'd take care of that creepy mess.
I could help.
You're all welcome. You know, I like that they put so many of the bronze celebration tokens about. Not something I need at the moment, having already grabbed everything we want from the anniversary event. Again, for those catching up, good little bonus. Especially, you know, folks who haven't had the chance to play much and then hopefully getting some holidays to be able to do so. Or what's happening here? Radiant echoes going on. Load of Naga. If any of the islands elsewhere or the stuff under and about the water. Careful, they're getting ready for another attack. This storm will not drive me from my sacred duty. This cave must be defended at all costs. This new crystal may still be shrouded in mystery, but we will never understand its secrets or its relation to Beladar if we allow it to fall into the grasp of these wretches who crawl from the ocean's abyss. Stand with me. Together we shall defend this shoreline to our final breath.
For the
Yep, shot. There's a load of skeletons on the way. Oh, I still love that Wake of Ashes. Stuns undead. Feels good. No, thank you. We don't need to be grouping. Morning, Mac. Hope you're doing well today, bub. Glad I caught you. I just wanted to say, just because today and tomorrow will be the last streams of the year, before I take a couple of weeks for the holidays. Probably come back on January 6th. But I just wanted to give my thanks for you always bobbing in the morning. Warms me heart to see you, and it means the world to me, so thank you very much for always giving me your time. From the off chance you visit Amora, you know?
It's too far away.
Come on, I think there's a bigger one I need. Into the cave. Some of these curses have reached the singing tablet.
I need to get closer.
Where? Is there a big one? Oh, we have to go in. Place our hand in the crystal. Ooh. I assume these are still the same tablets we read before. Yeah. Fighting all the memories. You're the one we're after. There we are. Can we still do our other quest in here when it's the storm phase? Sphere the Forgotten. There's a rat hiding in here. It's interesting for a story bit. Again, that might be the storm specifically, but I'm unsure. Oh, hello. Ooh. Probably walk past most of these mid-combat. The wind is pushing me to a chest again. Warband stuff, very nice. All work for the enchanter over the holidays. I will still be playing a little bit of WoW in the time off, probably not as much. I'll try and keep some of the PvP stuff. Try and get that out of the way. And I'll do a little rundown in January when we come back again over anything I managed to accomplish in the meantime. Like to hope that I can get the mage's PvP stuff done, but that will still leave the druid. Can't imagine I get them both done. Nope. Thank you. So I can put that mitigation on while I'm stunned. Whirling Rune Key. Take this to Forgotten Vault to activate the Whirling Runestone. Oh, so this is one of the ones for the mount then. Put you here for now. Soulbound gear. Alright. Ooh, junk gear. We already have the thing for. Oh. So this is Cerise then? Looks like the bird's her like companion. We saw that in some of the writings. Depiction of a large avian creature sits perched upon a stormy mountain peak. Born amidst the clouds of Sturmpeak, the noble Galehorn has long been observed by our clan from below. Like foreign storm wolves, few have mastered the means to tame these fierce elemental creatures, but there were many Strumven failed or fell to their thunderous nature. One succeeded, Cerise. No one knows how she triumphed. When Cerise descended from the highest slopes of Strumpeak with a galorn upon her forearm, clan foresaw it as a sign. All hail Cerise, chosen of Strumpeak, friend of Freyr, the Galorn. It's carved by Valwen, apprentice ward of the stone carver. Again, I feel like the Vicruel are going to have to show up in some way, shape or form in future again. The little tease of them coming back here to fight stuff. Again, this might all be set up for stuff after the set of expansions we're currently in. Stuff like the books from Dragonflight about the Night Squall and places beyond distant storms. Different continents, pirate fleets, the Arathi homeland. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's being quietly set up in the background. So a whole other place of Vicruel? These skeletons can drop mystery meat snacks, but sure. It's the fury of it. Few enemies of the Strumven clan would live to tell tales of Cerise and Fralnir. Even amongst the fiercest Winterscorn, pair were both feared and revered. When Cerise guided our clans south to settle the Strumven upon the cradle of human soul, Fenrir served as her eyes and ears. Galorn's loyalty was to Cerise and to her clan, just as our bond to her extended to Freyr. But with loyalty came the Galorn's fury. When the world shattered and the darkness rose from the depths, Freyr took to the sky. As more and more Strumven fell, the Galorn mourned and the Galorn raged. Skies split open as his fury spent and scales burned. Wounded, his rage flowed, and the Galorn's spark grew dim. Again by Valwen. Wonder if they're still going. Oh. Raising elementals? If only one of these was bitter transmog. Can't tell if that's just artistic choice for the dagger to have like the Titan-esque constellations, or if that's how it's looking in this little flashback. Combine 5 fragments to create a rune key. While crumbled, the rune remains intact. Occasionally it hums and snaps with violent energy. Okay, so that's like a piece of one of these bigger ones. What else is in here? Stone carver's seams. Oh. Huh. Anything from the camp there? Why would either of these help? Surely it's something in the room. I can try them and see if anything happens. Attempt to interpret the power within. That has to be used on an item. Doesn't seem clear which item. How about my old tinderbox? No. Alright. How about the prayer? This might be a long shot, but... No, it's Titany, not Sacred Flamey. Star Dagger. Let's have a think. In theory, the answer to it should be somewhere in this facility. Not necessarily in this room, but somewhere in here should be a way to pick up that dagger. Like, if it's like the stuff that was in the Emerald Dream, you'd have to find a an altar or something nearby, then come make it in time. Again, it could be something a little more abstract. There's always that possibility. Read the rune, so it's not that. I don't think it'd be a drop from the enemies necessarily. Have a look about, see what we can find. Just having to deal with too many zombies. I want it though. Now I know it's here, I want it. I want to at least have a decent investigate before Googling. Might not even have an answer yet. Plenty of time in the Siren Isle. I don't feel the need to Google any answers in day 2. For Undermine, probably. Have a look at a guide and then see if there's any bits and bobs. Especially for transmog. At the moment, I want to have a good old investigate. Put my noggin to use. More zombie. Skeleton, rather. Speaking of Bethesda stuff from earlier, you ever get sick of bloody tombs all over the place? That was very lauded back in its day, but man, didn't half get sick of Droger. Never wanted to see another bloody Droger again. But this is where our friend is. Oh. Were they sealing it, or... It looks pretty injured there. See what the tablet tells us. Cerise called for retreat. She bid me to take for a year. Great was his fury, and terrible were his injuries. Cerise need not fear. I would not fail her. Her year's wrath against our foes had unleashed a storm not seen since our days in the north. To have seen so many Strumven fall must have pushed the Gaelord into such a fury that he started to unravel. I needed to stabilise his wounds. When Jadfreyr saw the vault's defences and carved new guardians, I turned to Kasvir the Thundered, second only to the might of Cerise. Kasvir wielded the blessing of storms, a rumoured gift bestowed by Thorim himself. Anguished yet bound by oath as Cerise command to lead her retreat, Kasvir lent me his gift, to stabilise Freyr's wounds. He forged 5 rune keys to harness the tempest that roiled above, 5 keys of turbulent waters, torrential rains, thunderous lightning, cyclonic winds, and whirling waterspouts. Kasvir would keep 1 rune key, while the rest was scattered. Oh, he was the rare, right, in the other room. Bound by 5, we sealed Freyr's tormented form in stasis. The fury of the tempest would slowly heal his wounds, and only by the wielder of the 5 keys would his stasis break. May his wounds mend, and may his cries of sorrow drift away. I'll win again. I'm glad it kind of informs players through this, like, you have to come and read this for, like, the story of the zone. So everyone kind of reads that, assuming they don't just click off it immediately and be like, okay, so I can revive this bird. Bit of organic doing. I always try and think back to the days before I was ever reading up WoW news, you know, like whether it was Wowhead or MMO Champion, Fotbot, so very long ago. Going in blind and truly not knowing, and everything being a mystery. Whereas now, obviously that mount was data mined years ago, but never showed up. But YouTube gets full of so many guides for how to do this, how to do that. The moment you start encountering difficulty, you can just go and look stuff up, but back when, it never felt like that was either something I was aware of, or something I felt the need to do. It was more... Maybe that's just having the time, I suppose. See no crystal anywhere, or something to indicate...
I can't attack that.
That shiny dagger. Please stop, skeleton. Go back in the room and double check. Just in case. It might require like an item we find somewhere else on the island. Possibly. I just want to make sure I definitely didn't miss anything in the room. Random chest. You managed any time to do much exploring of this place yourself yet, Mac? Or have you yet to venture into the Siren Isle? And we got until like the end of February. A good chunk of time to discover its mysteries. What is actually happening here? There is a shattered crystal, stonecarver scram seeks, and something else, a potter and urn broken, and a stick. What does it mean? What does it mean? Could use my ledger. Think it through. I don't understand why this isn't a toy, by the way. This feels something that should just be a toy, because now I just have to go buy another one. And hidden behind it. Alright, well that's a mystery to be unveiled at another time, I suppose. I do want to have a good old run through the isle, especially while it's in the storm phase. Oh, how is it for alts? Do you have to do the intro every time, or is there a button to be like, oh, I've done the intro on an alt, just get me into the Isle? I imagine for alts it's pretty good that the Flame Blessed Iron is account-wide. So I imagine earning it up on multiple characters is pretty good. Is it something you can bring a character to if they're not max level yet? Like, is it something you can potentially level in, or does it have to be the alts at 80? There is a skip. Excellent. That'll make getting here on some alts much more doable. Or at the very least, less time consuming. So shine it. What are these storm rages? As soon as we saw the clouds fast rolling in, the expedition packed up what they could and headed west to clearer skies. The rest of the storm rages and their rooks are serving as lightning pylons for the airships in case any storm clouds stray too far west. Should keep the rooks happy at least. Oh. Ah, fair enough, bub, fair enough. Alright, well I guess now we just have to keep an eye out for something relating to the stone carver somewhere in the Isle. Again, if it being in the storm phase has a lot of different stuff potentially, I want to know, rather, I want to discover and explore while it's stormy. Well fought. Resistance was most welcome. Sacred flame guided our hand and steel. Now I have the situation under control. Perhaps a few goblins or Urvan who yet remain need your aid.
Stay alert.
Oh. Oh right, I can look into these. The achievements might actually help. Okay, a list of weekly quests, that doesn't help. A world quest. Was it 10 or I don't know if that's one here. Huh. Oh. Okay. Yeah, these are all around the rest of the place. Oh. Get a hoe and a watering can for those. Those are the Kirintor quests that aren't in yet, which give a title. Oi. Oh, I'm missing an ivory tinderbox, and that gives me some current stuff as well. I'm going to have to go around and do all these at some point. Contribute to each of the excavations on the map. Okay, I just didn't click on the others. Can do that one. It's getting an Irvin to 50, of course. I don't see other quests here for the Siren Isle. Elsewhere, maybe? Okay. That's the quests. Same again. Oh, there's a load of stuff I'd need to do for the Zalatath Mount as well. Clean up on the Isle, let's defeat all the rare creatures. I never really open up and do achievements these days. Probably do so now that they're starting to add transmog rewards to them. Should probably be looking into that. And the last one is a Quiet of Citrines, and that's getting all the gems. Alright, nothing that seemed to indicate more hidden stuff. Go have a look about. And I want to investigate the waters. We've got some Vical ships over there, maybe I can get to them. Out of my way, skeletons. I wonder if someone's at that campsite now that was on the side, now it's stormy. Maybe that's just a different week, a different set of spawns. That's the other thing to bear in mind. Where's my rocket? Oh, I need to get rid of Ricket's thing. There, and the rocket comes back. Well, there's a few enemies around here, but nothing else showing up around the campsite. Show me the chest. What potential loot you can get in those? Let's see if we can fly on over to one of these. I think we can make it. Oh. They might just be here for set dressing on the side rather than actually... They don't have any way to get inside them. Unfortunately. That wasn't accidentally good land. Ah, there's no door leading further into the ships. Oh, and that's... I'm at fatigue point. Okay. Oh. There's me manta ray. Come here. I'm going to investigate the waters. Crabs. Of course there'd be crabs. I wonder if there's any caves, like... I don't think they go any further than way off the sides. I guess we have a look around the isle. See what there is to see. Do a watery lap, for lack of a better term. Not the fastest getting around, but you know, I'd rather go and check at least the once. Cool if it got to the point where in the water the storm Had some crazy currents and stuff going on. That'd be interesting. Might make it annoying. You know, it's already slow in the water. Maybe they could have like stormy currents to make you swim around faster if you rode them properly. That kind of thing. Okay, that's just off into the abyss. More big crabs. Oh, there's big swirlpools up there. Cave on the outside. Have a look. Yeah. Redfin Mine. The Drowned Lair. That feels like it should be open. Maybe that's one of those things where either at a certain point it will open up or it requires certain enemies on the isle. I don't see any treasure chests or anything about. Return to the waters. Quick glance over the edge. I assume it will just be abyss as in the other places, but oh, I just jumped down, game. Who's this? Oh, it's a big octopus. Oh, thank goodness those rocket boots can really get you moving. The fact this octopus is a necromancer is a little alarming. Or is it a necromancer? Again, we know like some of the deep sea stuff is tied, if not to the void directly, at least to Azeroth, but wouldn't usually bring necromancy to mind. Very strange. Nothing fancy there. Oh, right. I have the water walking shoes. That doesn't help me look about though, does it? It's not a cave as much as it's just a lip. And I'm going to assume past this big line of rocks on any side, you can see right over there, the edge of the plane of the map, as it were. Oh, video game things. Big old square. As nature intended. And the water spout. Just keeping half an eye on the map, making sure I'm not missing out on any potential treasure. Bit of a wreck, but nothing immediately to see. Anything up and on this place? Weather station, grab, nothing crazy. Again, it's hard to know what's going to be here in the storm phase and what's here when we're not in the storm phase. But at the very least, finding the locations of any underwater caves useful now. Hey, up. There's another rare about. What's that? Tempest Talon. Excuse me. Hello. I would like your attention.
I need to get closer.
Cutting down.
It's too far away. I'm out of range. I need to get closer.
Wait, is it just gonna... Okay.
It's too far away.
Do we have to fight him midair? That'd be pretty cool. Oh no, it's rushed down now. Okay. Oh, for a moment I was like, that's pretty interesting. I suppose though, if you then didn't have your rocket pack, well, no, you're allowed some stuff to be unique and require certain ways to interact with them. Still, that's how we got him out of the air. Ooh. Oh, it's a little baby one. Very cute. Back to the waters. Finding the nasty worms. More shipwrecky bits, but no cave at the moment. Again, there is the possibility I am just a blind fool. And again, I am going under the assumption that down these deeper ravines, there's not just a water cave all the way down there and off to the side, because then that opens up the rest we've already gone round. There's usually like a big clear lip. Like this seems a little more possible, but no, that looks about the same as elsewhere. I wanna know. Game, please show me. I wanna know all the secrets in the sea. Yes, you just swim into that wall. No, no, it took exception to my words. Please. Oh, swirly bits. Hey up. Are you a cave or are you a more earthy flat bit of rock? Some folks were talking about caves. A shipwreck over there. Let's go have a look. Find the water spout. No, thank you. I'm good. Clearly a Kultiran ship, but near point of entry? No. Sadness. Have a swig of his beverage. Make sure you're doing the same out there. Keep yourselves hydrated. And while it's nice they've added the bronze celebration tokens, I find it odd they didn't add the Titan discs to this place. Especially on the week of its release. We'll go and grab those tomorrow. Just to get another one of those Titan disc stories done before the holidays. Very curious. And we were thinking the last time would be the end of that story, so it might be a matter of the keeper there is like, oh, I've been discovered. Oh no, the Titans were evil all along. My suspicions were correct. Ah, I'm gone. That kind of thing. Gets interrupted. And then Amonful's voice in the distance just going, yes, I am the big bad. I can't imagine it'd be that on the nose, but you know. So far, everything in the water has just been like, get out. You shouldn't be in here. Again, unless there's a possibility that all the way down to the square plane of water there are caves. But again, even if I just glance over at this one. Nope, not a cave. There's a rare over there. Oh no, it's alright, that's one I killed earlier, that's fine. Continue our exploring. Till I get back around to the where am I on the map? Oh, am I all the way back round to the Vicryl ships? I haven't found a single underwater cave. Interesting. Back to land. Have a look around the island itself then while it's stormy. Oh. Picked around this bit. Let's get ourselves a little higher. So I have to imagine not all those rune crests for the bird are going to be only from rares. I imagine at least one or two of them you have to find in very specific places. Nothing different on here other than this, that they're all storm touched and look ghostly. Check a little further along. It's all that bit I haven't really gone up yet. Because it's above the camp on that side. We'll get back to that. Ah. Nope, please, lightning bolt. I wonder if there's anything different in the little house at the top of the hill. Oh, they need to put these rocket boots all over the place. I really like getting around with these. Again, it still doesn't feel like you quite have the... Oh! Hello! What are you digging for, Kultiran? Who are you burying? Okay. Apologies. Ah. Combine 3 turbulent fragments to create a turbulent room creed. Even shattered, the stone vibrates for restless energy, tossing and turning. Stone rattles around in your bags constantly. Okay, so other of these keys are in fragments as well. And that made the other ghost disappear. So many questions. Why were they burying it? When they found it, did they think it could... Oh, corroded plaque. Scratched meticulously in a corroded piece of metal. Following is inscribed. In memory of the Maiden's Whisper, air timbers rest in easier waters. I assume the ship that this place was made out of then. Ooh. Little detail. Flies just eating all the food. Oh, hello. Oh dear. You've had a rough time of it. Where are you going, ghost? Come back for you, book. Just bear with me. I'm following the... I'm pretty sure we came in here. Yeah, we read that book yesterday. And he's gone. Why? Oh! Some bonus paper. Faded page with elegant looping handwriting seems largely undamaged by the elements. It's hard to believe how long we've been on this island, and honestly, I wouldn't think there'd be any secrets between us anymore. Bentley came back today with a horrid gash in his arm, but he wouldn't say anything about what happened. He kept muttering about finding something, but wouldn't say more about it when I asked. I've never trusted him much, but he seems to be far more secretive lately. Haddock's crew similarly has been standoffish and abrasive as the days pass. I imagine that's in part due to them voluntarily being left behind. They're a good lot, if a bit too chummy for my tastes. Anyway, he's found something big today. Lesser uncovered it first. Got in a shouting match with Fentley about it. Some giant crystal it looks like. Doesn't quite feel like Azerite though. Similar, but not the same. Regardless, we'll investigate tomorrow. Entry stop here. So they found the big one in the middle of the island that we put our little investigative, I don't know, inventions around to measure it. And that's when it all just stopped. So they found it and then nothing. Also, the first time we were in here, there weren't ghosts, so I assume that has something to do with the storm phase. But what was that ghost leading me towards? Just to the books? What about this one then? The Mouldy Sea Ledger. Mouldy pocketbook has certainly seen better days. One of the only legible pages is torn out leaflet stuck to the inside cover. Appears to have been torn from another source. Beware her call, the siren's call, a wail of dread and pain. Seek not her ring, that calling ring, the shores of shipwreck's bane. Beware her song, the siren's song, a veil of tidal spite. Walk not those shores, those blood-spilled shores, as dark as starless night. Beware her cry, siren's cry, tale of woe and guile. Claim not her ring, O Circe's ring, beware the Siren's Isle. Okay, so the ring mentioned here is that's not like a secret shore we haven't missed. That's up here in that big cave. That's not a mystery. That ghost went upstairs again. Why? Explain yourself, drunken ghost. Check on the roof. Any more ghosts about? Oh, hello. Oh, you're just slightly out of line of sight, are you? Come down here. No? You're just going to be upset up there? Oh, I hate it when they do that. Please. Right, at least I can check if something's on the roof at this angle. Oh. Seemingly note. Or behind this waterfall. No! Gotta stop doing this, video games. Gotta stop doing it. Oi! Put stuff behind. Like, 9 out of 10 times, I want something behind the waterfall, okay? It's just the explorer within me. It's what I need. Maybe other Kulturian ghosts around? Not so far. Oh. Let's get a little higher. Ooh. It's just another one. Isn't it crazy? I remember on the Timeless Isle there'd be little chests and all sorts all over the place. Ooh. What about over here? Are these just artistic holes, or can I drop myself in? Sadness. I thought there might be secret cave. Oh no. I was too ballsy there in assuming I was probably just going to be fine. I want to get to the peak. There might well be naught there, but I want to know. And again. There, you're a regular one. You gonna hit me with a lightning bolt, game? Yep, that's as high up as we can go, I suppose. Make our way back down then. But if that little, like, diggy hole turned up, it's like, there's got to be way more of these things about, but where on earth are they then? How many are just in the storm phase? How many are just in the regular spots? It's a little hard just in passing to see if there's any like layers of disturbed dirt about. We checked on the other side. Unless that opens up outside of the storm phase, then. He seemed to be waiting for a rare to spawn, be my guess. Again, I'm wondering if those Kultiran ghosts spawn normally or if they only spawn in the storm, in which case I want to investigate anything Kultiran-ish. We still haven't seen any, like, actual Siren at the moment either. A few shipwrecks down there. How about in here then? Other than beasties. Get out of it. You impede my explorations. No entry point here. A rare pop. Who's this? Tempest Talon, we've already dealt with you. Still no cave. Watch, at some point over the old days, I'll have a look. Alright, where are all these caves in the Siren Isle? I'll be like, there's 5 here on this side of the shore. And I'll be like, oh, I'm an idiot. Your wreckage that way. Have a peek. Any more dirt piles, game? Crab, not the answer. Oh, angry worms. A small cave here, but they didn't seem to... Unless they occasionally house rares, doesn't seem to be anything in these either at the moment. And again, a lot of this might change where on the different weeks it's going to be a different enemy on the isle. Oh, look! There's a ghost. Hello? On paper. Dark stain covers the entire page, leaving it almost illegible. Found the last piece. Almost lost my arm for the trouble. Writing has become less legible, as if Fentley was in a hurry. Now I have to hide it. Ooh! Hello, hello, hello. That's the second fragment. And then the ghost vanished. So one more that the Kultirans found. We found one on an elite. Oh. Why did this get... It was not boarded up a moment ago, and now it is boarded up. Why? What happened there? I'm pretty sure we found that hole earlier we can drop in. Yep. Yep. Oh. Denied, says the game. How to be heavy enough to go inside then? A rocket boost can't do it. There must be some means. No. Give me my 15 stats. Wrath crystal.
I don't have a target.
There must be something in here. Why else let you know? I just drop from high enough, or is it going to be constant? Oh. Nope, it's a constant. Swap back to the boot so we can plummet a little faster. Is there another hole around? Something to sneak our way in there, potentially. Not really a cave. And the trees just kind of seep. How are you doing, Sally? You should probably go back to camp. Again, I'm just trying to get a bead on what's in there. There's a cat. There's a gooey cat in there. It's not letting me click on alt though. Hang on, can I tab? No. Why is there a cat in there? Okay, now we can see that there must be a way inside. Be a way to get like super heavy. Unless the boards are just sometimes open. Oh. Wait! Teleported me out! You son of a gun game. Don't let me do it if I'm gonna... Let me see. Just a congealed cat. It's not rare or anything. Is that last fragment in here, though? Don't know. That's really upsetting, though. It was just a cat that got killed in there. Let's go see if we can find another ghost elsewhere, then. The mystery of the boarding will have to be sorted another day. Different cave, but empty. More ruins and crabs on this side. Chest up there. Looking for someone to come rescue them. Haven't killed one of these yet, just on the off chance. Come here. Ooh, that did a bit of damage. These are a little nastier. No frenzy, please. No, 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 no. Okay, we mitigate that next one. Ooh. Kill it faster. smokes. Bubble the next one. Okay. Not fancy. Anything under the pier? Other than crab? Seemingly not. Hello, birds. You'll excuse me. Don't find out all that remains of an ancient stone construct. Nothing too fancy. And we're just looking for another Kultiran ghost. Stuck in the outhouse. No. You never know. It was worth a try. Nothing up on those. Alright, we head past the camp and check up on that bit then. That's the only bit I can think of now. Again, assuming it's in the storm. Have my quest in afterwards. Oh, there's crabs literally rampaging on everybody. Oh dear. No, no. Hugged it. Beefed it. Still the mystery of the folks who died here because we can't read the plaque. Given this was our camp, I can't picture a Kultiran ghost being here either. Nothing on this side either. Ah! Following me up the mountain. Oh no, go away. Please. I want none of your business. Not a cave either. Again, I'm just going off the assumption. Let's just feed me, Snapdragon. There you go. Snapdragon barely waits for you to drop the rations before voraciously devouring them. Clearly it was hungry. Once it finishes, it looks contented and drowsy. You realise it won't be this way for long. Perhaps you should try feed it again tomorrow. Oh, so the main daily is just feeding this little bugger over and over again, bless him. It's vaguely Kultiran. Again, I'm still just assuming that this other piece of the puzzle has to be... Oh dear. Whoa! Whoa, crabs! They just have loads of chase? Go away, go away. Oh, well, I'll take a bit of warband stuffed. Well, this Kultiran got murdered by his friends for it. Axe to the back of the head doesn't bode well, does it? Get my map out of the way. So if that part of the island is the north bit, then it angles kind of like that. Unless... obviously we can't read the writing, but... something around here then? I don't know how much of the island's changed in the years since the Kultirians have been here, but... unless they're just literally pointing out the Azerite in the centre, or the crystal rather. Plot thickens. I mean, target not in line of sight. Let me up, Gabe. Oh, it just meant I was going to bash my head. Alright. Oh, it's stun stuff you land on. That's nice. Add this little bit here. That's some more Kultirian stuff. That's definitely Azerite. No ghosties though. No little shards hidden about the spot. Unless the fact there were 2 ghosts in the other place. Wait a minute, can I get to this airship? Surely all the Arathi would be hiding on here. Oh, come on, game. Don't put the damn thing here if nobody's even going to be on it. I wonder if they're here in the day. Or without the storm, though. Worth having a look at later. No, 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 no. Bubble. Oh, and in water, it's fine. A duck. Oh, somebody's fishing bubble. Why fish here when there are no fishing spots? Am I in combat? I do not wish to be in combat. I would happily try and fish something. Just to see. I will have to wait. Ground layers boarded up. Again, that shows the other one being different though, because the goblins had to kind of bomb their way through, so... Oh, hey up, what was that? Katya's necklace. But other than bouncing over it, Bentley's mug, Katya's necklace, bird. Does that mean if I find the other one of these, it would put something on here? Oh, you're kneeling now, rather than digging. Changed. And which one are you? And did you put the axe in that other dude's... Oh, now you're digging. Okay. That must mean this second ghost in here is hiding that other ruby somewhere. Right, they wouldn't just put the other ghost in without then having it hide something, so... Is it just hidden about somewhere small in here? We know what they look like now from the one in the cave, so... Yeah, you had your drink. You stumble slowly upstairs. Didn't go anywhere else. Did you drop it on your way up? Flick it under a... Oh! Oh, a doggo! Oh, no. It seems to be the most put together Kultiran we've seen. Did you or your dog? Did the dog eat the gem? Oh, no, I'm just spitballing here. Can't read your logbook. Another dude just fell asleep. Unless he spontaneously combusts, I don't think there's anything extra there. Still no indication on another gem. The symbol. It's intact. Hang on, my mouse said faded paper then. Oh, in the book. Missed this one. Neatly written handwriting is hard to make out on the heavily weathered page. I can't believe my luck. This is the second fragment I found. When I hold them close, the two pieces begin to thrum with energy. I was sure I was going to be discovered, so I buried the first fragment where I found it. And I figured I would bury the second closer to me. So I have it just in case. Part of the page is torn, leaving most of the next entry illegible. Giant beast made of Azerite. Thought that incompetent loser haddock over killing the thing to the mine. More Azerite off it. He was crying about losing what few memory I've left. Hopefully there weren't any more fragment pieces in that cave. No way to check that creature's still alive in there. Could be a piece in that cave then. But we can't go in there unless it gets opened up. And that has to not be in the storm phase. And that's the cave here, isn't it? Or was this dragon? One was dragon and one was the Azerite beastie. Both caves are closed right now. Mystery thickens. Oh, hello. You must be Katya then? I assume? Them. You mind? Damn thing doing it again. I want to see if she goes anywhere. I think she's just going to be chilling up here. Is she wearing a necklace? No, might not be, but... Again, I don't know if these even show up outside the storm phase, so that's going to be worth investigating as well. Let's head back to the camp for now. I think that's all of the different, like, Kultiran-y, other than maybe this little bit. I think that's all she wrote for him. For the moment. Maybe the mine. Yeah, there are a few caves and stuff about. They certainly were excavating the place. Oh, a gem! There we go. There goes the ghost. Still in combat. Neatly written handwriting is hard to make out on the heavily weathered page. Found something today. Not sure what it is, but I can feel the power of it as I hold it in my hand. Looks like it broke off something larger. I've never seen anything of its like before. It's different than the Azerite we're having the sailors mine. Whatever it is, I'm not about just hand it over to a lapdog like Katya. You just take it, lock it up, and give it to our supervisors when they return. No, this will be my little secret. And the descent into paranoia and madness and greed begins. So some of them clearly died fighting over the treasures they found, but... Thunderous fragments sound like they have to come from the storm phase, but we haven't found a single other one. We've killed a few rares in the storm as well, so... There's the stuff down in the thing. Still in combat. Where's the white flag that was there on the quest? Hop.
Yeah.
Susie, let's get out of here. You retreat until the storm clears. Glad that's over. I forgot how much I enjoy a sunny day. Okay, there's our second stone. Hand in the other quest. Oh, I need to contribute as well. Done the one to the train, so I need to...
We will not tolerate a threat to our airship on this island, no matter where it may hide.
Hey, Bargus.
Allies of the Arathi, prepare for battle.
Fascinating. This Galon you spoke of, known as Feyre, may be worth further investigation. Perhaps we could uncover more about its significance along with those rune keys. I have found a couple. Seems my curiosity will not be terminated anytime soon.
Conversation terminated.
Alright. Let's go head to where the Arathi are blowing out that hole for the dragon. So I can do one of the other ones right now. No, not yet. Alright. So then I need to contribute to the other one as well. And get that in 2 minutes.
I want that cave entrance cleared. Run out the guns. Commence bombardment.
And I'm going to assume now that the storm's over, we will not see ghosts in the little Culterian place. We'll have a quick look there afterwards. No, this was a spot I missed as well. Lots of tiny little bits. I also feel like there must be some underwater caves somewhere. The fact I haven't found a single one probably just speaks to my lack of geographical skills more than anything else. Snap some Vicryl. Or iron, how are we doing for it? About 3k. Whoa, we're going to need a lot of it to get all those transmogs. I suppose you could just, like, spend your time farming around the iron. Or farming around the island for iron.
We are the seekers of light.
Take you a while, but you could do it that way. It also might be worth bearing in mind that, like, a lot of these runestones and stuff might require the island to be under attack by other creatures and the rares that spawn with them. Because it's Vicryl at the moment, but it's going to swap, right? Like, it's Vicryl, it's the Salrox, I think, from Mists, and then it's, oh, there's a third faction here, but I can't remember which it was that's attacking us. Oh. The last dragon. Alright, I want to double check this cave as well while we're in here. A little more thoroughly, just in case. Mind the breath, mind the tail, mind the wings. And the stomp. If only they did damage or a debuff. Now, I feel like there's a real hesitation in the team to make a lot of monsters out in the world actually dangerous. It was the same that we saw with Awaken the Machine as well. And they pulled back on that because the feedback they got from a lot of folks in the PER testing was, this is too hard. I don't know. When your player base is so big, it's a difficult thing to balance. I'd like to feel a little more under threat though. And nothing in that Storm version felt terrifying by any means. Like, certainly it didn't feel like the Timeless Isle from Mists. There, a lot of stuff for a good while felt dangerous. It's like, if I pull too many of these, if I try and fight more than one at once, it might well bugger me.
The Empire appreciates stalwart allies. Our forces on high remain vigilant.
Let's have a good old peruse around this dragon's lair. I imagine the game will forcibly kick me out, but I can't imagine I'm going to be here long. Why is there an undead dragon in here? Storm Drowned. Very specific name. Oh, he killed you yesterday, I believe, so I assume we're not going to get another reward off you, but we're here, we might as well join in. Ah, big fella. Bring him down, bring him down. Well, at least, whether they're on a daily lockout or not, I don't know, but a lot of warband gear. Which means for me, a lot of stuff for the enchanter. Just want to have a brief look at the house. Finding the third gem didn't make any bonus items appear here. Still Fentley's mug and Katya's necklace. No ghosts about, though. They must only show up in the storm phase, then. Well, what about that little cave we saw on the other side? Might still be... Might still be closed off. Again, this might be something where as the weeks go on, different parts of the island open up in different ways. I didn't see many of those hidden chests while we were in the storm phase either. Maybe one. Cursed pirate skull. Melee attacks have a chance of stirring a nova of blood that deals shadow damage. Oh. Lovely. Oh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It is open outside of the storm phase. Hello, hello, hello. Or is this just another way into where the dragon is? It is. Should leave now. Yeah, I get it, game. I'm not supposed to be in here. I get it, I get it. Snacker. I don't believe we fought a snacker. Okay, let me up. Let me up! Snacker is gone. Just need to contribute to the other option now. What's the other easy achievement? Which we can't do yet, but we can do that one. Which is confusing.
The sacred flame
Quartermaster, I
provides.
would like some of your stuff. Oh, there we go. 3,000 for a pair of shoulders and 2 capes on a tabard. I know some of these ones look way more interesting, where they're kind of beaten in and weathered. Start spending stuff here, but we'd be getting what? 8 items? Less than that? Potentially.
I would have more stock, but Cobras killed
Oh, I got a crate. Ooh, more bit of transmog. Didn't we already get some of these? How are they
We will
different
not
to the last
tolerate
ones?
a threat to our airship on this island, no matter where it may hide. Allies of the Arathi, prepare for
Oh, they're
battle.
slightly different colour. I'll take them.
Our troops will strike at this draconic horror with
Oh, there we go. Gotcha. Now that dude did say that they first found those rune stones down there with the Azerite thing. Still worth checking. There was nothing in the dragon's lair. And we saw in the storm phase, in the other one, it was just a coagulated kitty, which was upsetting, but wasn't a rare, wasn't a pet, wasn't anything unique, other than just being an upsetting model. But oh, my rocket pack. Oh, and one player does it for everybody. More minutes on that one to come out. Tiny bow. Wait, you don't still have armor? Who's armoring the piglet? Ridiculous. Again, I saw it briefly mentioned in one of the regular weekly WoW videos I watch that there were a load of like sea caves and stuff underwater, but I haven't seen a single goddamn one. Maybe a lot of it's locked off in the storm phase, I guess, but that doesn't seem to make sense. So, I'll investigate this one. Will you give us a beverage? From what I understand, by the way, the Shadowlands bugs that stop you either doing the campaign, seeing everything in the city, all of that kind of stuff, are still not fixed. They had hoped they'd be fixed in this patch, but from what I understand, I've read that it's still a little bit buggered, unfortunately. At least for alts. I could go back on Barrow here and actually have a look at the PvP gear for other classes. That might be an idea. What's my quick way back to Shadowlands? Ouroboros portal, I assume? Ooh! Ow! Very rude. Very not nice. Big smack. He's a tanky boy. being alt friendly, I wonder how many of the Mac, if you're still about, how many of the different weeklies and dailies were they all still available for alts as well, or are those per warband? Or can you keep earning up the iron that way? Is that kind of the intent, I wonder, to just be doing it all over and over on alts? Yeah, there is a chunk of catch up here, so it wouldn't surprise me if that was the case, but... Right, let's have a gander about. Still want to know what that dagger does. Nothing in this corner. Other than a crawler. Nothing here either. Ow. Ow. As if. Again, I reckon Snacker will be dead by the time we get there. Not especially if I get stuck. It is way off the shore, though. There's a chance. Oh. Can I land on the Arathi ship? No. Hello, shark.
I need to get closer.
Accidental button press. Way out of range. Alrighty. Yoink.
We are the warriors of the sacred flame.
I can't just have them. I like having these. They don't seem to be used for anything at all, but even so.
The Empire is forever.
Step into the light.
Just try and catch a fish or two. See if anything different comes up of it. There aren't any fishing spots around the island at all, so... See if in 2 or 3 we get junk, or if there's actually something here. Ah, that's one junk. Yeah, maybe it'd be different in the storm phase, but... Oh! Regular war within fish. If regular fish can just spawn in the water, then potentially... I don't just want to sit here for hours fishing, necessarily. At least not yet.
Feel the warmth of the sacred flame.
Isn't that one I already have? Yes. Odd.
Keep an eye on the Dawn Towers.
Show me what
You just can
found.
great ones again.
Every sail tells us.
I believe that's where we buy them for the alts as well.
Get your feet moving. We got a
I will
tunnel
not.
to blast open.
Why do we have the wave shredder here? If there aren't any water caves in that direction at all. There isn't just one right here up against the coast, is there? No. Something I'm going to check before I have a quick bio break. I'm just going to get onto that ship. That's the one that was flying on the other side before. Ah! Smittia Linflame.
Hardship, kindness.
Thank you for your help at Lightspark. While Edwin and Jenny each have their own unique strengths, I'm grateful that you helped Finch see that I should be selected as our future captain. Oh, so the lady down there wasn't the one we picked. You're there for everyone. That explains why they have, like, World Quest dialogue. But you are the one we ended up picking. So there is a change somewhere. It's really good to serve under Sky Captain Lancecat. I've learned a great deal. Practical day-to-day knowledge you won't get at the Sky Academy. How to motivate a crew, ensure unpopular orders are followed, and project confidence in light of unexpected problems. I'm grateful that Edwin, Ginny, and I were sent on this expedition to learn under her.
Beladar,
Again,
shine
it's a
on you.
strange thing to have
In hardship, kindness.
a choice like that made there, seemingly innocuous with no repercussions, no consequence. It's just a little thing of choice. Maybe it's them testing some kind of code on the back end or something.
The flame burns for all
Jeanette?
of us.
Pleased to come here aboard. That's worrying.
We will not tolerate
Okay.
a threat to our airship on this island.
I assume the moment I... Yep. Well, I guess I'm not reading their story at the moment. You know, sometimes game, not as janky as you were 20 years ago. Very, very silly indeed. Fancy get up. Alright, I am going to take a quick BRB. We come back. I don't know how much more there is to explore here at the moment, at least until it changes week to week with the different enemies about. I could well be wrong. I'm sure there are plenty of guides and all that already about. I do want to go back to the main cave again, just to see if that dagger only appears in the storm, or maybe, without the storm, another piece of it's kind of there to be found, and then we have to take it to the storm version. In any case, let me just typically type into the chat. Righty. Refill your beverage, stretch your legs. I'll be back with you in a few minutes. See you soon. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. Just get my headset back on. Right. Go have another look at that cave, just to see if, in the non-storm version, if there's any hints towards what that stone-cutting star dagger is. Might be not there as of yet. But I want to make sure while it's fresh in my mind. The other thing, knowing that they've added a load of different time-walking stuff and different transmogs, I want to go and find the... wherever the Cataclysm time-walking vendor is. If anyone knows, please let me know. Because I do not know off the top of my head. I have a few places I can think of checking. Oh, Vicryl ship is now here. Oh, and a bird. Grab this on his way round.
I'm out of range.
Oh, so they're kind of moored off in the distance in the storm phase. Actually invading here when it's not. What about this bird makes it Grimgull, I wonder, other than the fact it's very violent? There we go. Ships are all still empty. See no treasure chest on them either. Have another gander. We're in Stormwind by the keep. Thank you, Mac. By the keep, do you mean the area where all the portals to the Cata stuff are? Again, I'd love to go and see just what transmogs they've got available. They've added a bunch of new stuff. Oh! Stonecarver's thing is here as well. Thank you very much for confirming my suspicions. Whatever it is, it's not limited to the storm phase. Something to do with the earth elementals about the place, then. Takes the dagger off somewhere. Will there be any indication? Or are they just going to fade away in a moment? Okay, the implication is they leave the vault. So he takes it with him somewhere. Maybe to where there's an earth elemental, maybe a rare. How many time warp badges have I got from this?
Moving. We got a tunnel to blast open. This
Celebration tokens, I suppose. 50. That's a few. That's a few time warp badges. I'll grab those first. Brief detour to Tanaris. Alright. Alright, I think we've thoroughly explored as much as we can for now. Well up for being wrong on that front, but I don't want to just bang my head against brick walls. Oop. Hello, hello, hello. A holiday enthusiast. Oh, that's Wintervale stuff. I think I'll do a little bit of that tomorrow. We'll have a look at the new updates to the event. Because tomorrow is just going to be getting the rest of these Titan Disc artifacts. And then I didn't really have a plan after that. Oh. There is a teleporter here. I assume then that takes us to the Siren Isle. Or at the very least to Gundergaz. To then take the Mole Machine. When oh when, loading screen? When oh when will you get an update? To reflect the changes in leadership. It's not like they'd need to then slap on all the different allied races. That might be a bit much. We can answer our daily lore question as well. Oh, hey up. Are there actually different NPCs about here? Nope, there's just some random Kyrians. All the other NPCs are still very much the same.
What can I do for you?
Historian, what question have you got for me?
Common enemy.
This queen oversaw the evacuation of her people after the cataclysm struck and the Forsaken attacked her nation. Ooh. It's either Leah or Mia, I think. Leah Greymane? Incorrect.
Good
Damn.
day. Get gabbing or get going.
Succubus demons revel in causing anguish, and they serve the Legion by conducting nightmarish interrogations. What species is a succubus? They are... Well, Shivara have the multiple arms. The Eridar are just the big ones. They're either Eldarin or Syads. Syads, yeah.
That's enough gabbing for me today.
Thank you for the 5 badges.
The new moon guide.
Let me transfer... I think I've got a few from the PvP quests on our alt. Just 8. Still, it's some. Glad they added these boxes to make this process easier. Initially, we were just buying the damn things individually. Here we go.
You be careful, man.
It's not many, but it might get us something. Oh, is the secret quest line for that green bike, does that disappear when the anniversary event does? If that's the case, I might have to look into that over the holidays. Or at least see if it is time limited or not. Right, back to Stormwind. Let's go have a glance at those time walking vendors. I think a brief trip to Oribos, just because knowing it's still broken, and my main or a brand new character who doesn't do the skip at a lower level are the only ones who are going to be able to get to Shadowlands. I want to go and see the PvP vendors, see if there's any gear worth snapping up of all of our marks we've been gathering. Also have some conquest I could jump over, but I don't need to do that right now. Hang on. Oh, it's just a fishing one. Never mind. But I'd missed something important. Alright, time walking vendor. What new goodies do you have?
Talk to me. Watch your back.
Relive the siege of the Firelands.
See you soon. Hello.
Let's see. There's the purple drake. Some recolors of gear. Level 1's not bad. It's pretty nice. Sandy thing. Couple toys. Rep tokens. Small bits of gear. Assume then it is those sets that were new. The recolors, at least. Cooking recipes. Fascinating. Ooh. Some leather working recipes. Odd, but fair enough. The leather one's alright, but not worth the, what was it, 3,000?
Free to browse.
2,500. It's a decent colour scheme.
Farewell.
We've got the Turbulent Timeways event coming back at some point. That might be a time to... When did they say that was beginning? There we go. Turbulent Timeways begins. Bonus for leveling. Some different quests from Donegal. Alright, we'll bear that in mind for then. Right, to Oribos. Do you still need to at some point do all the other Covenant stuff just to get all those transmogs? Because there's so many from that expansion. It just seems like such a large time investment. They'll be picking when more than anything, and on which character. Where on earth was Oribos? Hyjal, Dragonflight, there it is. We'll just go have a quick look at some of the vendors here. We call it for the morning thereafter. Huzzah, they're here.
All goods and services for sale.
The weapons were these big buggers. They're not bad looking. The greatsword's pretty nice. Wargraves are a little flat, but sure. For some reason I have the shield, which is weird. Okay, I get the vibe. And then, yes, there were these pieces. The aspirant weapons were... probably tell best on the greatsword. Where's it gone? They're just a slightly more bronzy colour. Don't even look that different to that one. And the cloaks. Huh. They're exactly the same colour. Why sell two different sets then? Alright, what about the other vendor?
Your patronage is always appreciated.
Well, that's where this one's from. See. Sinful weapons. Of Arden wield stuff. Some nice options for Druid more than anything. If you want your hunter to be especially green. Pretty sure Illidan had a skin with these in or similar Heroes of the Storm. He had like a Druid Demon Hunter form. I do always kind of miss that game. Kyrian ones. Ooh, these are actually pretty my speed. And if that 80, how many have I got? I've got like 300, 400. Really, the great swords. Ooh, it's not a bad spear. What else have we got? And then we got Maldraxian stuff. You want your bones? Oh my goodness. Giant ass edgy warglaive. That's pretty... I'm not usually a big fan of, like, the edgy and bone stuff, but that's so over the top it loops back around to being cool. I wish I could buy them individually mined. I think the thing with Shadowlands stuff is because of the 4 Covenants, you have such a variety in gear. Oh, speaking of over the top, my goodness. And then, of course, Revendreth. Ooh. I don't remember this model. It's a very thin sword. It's more like an actual Flamberg than anything else. The necklace wrapped around it is an interesting choice. Ooh. Like that for a mace as well. Angry Torch. Vampire things. Oh, and it's one of those warglaives that has the swing back rather than the full up front. I like those, the ones that kind of go back down the arm. It'd be a lot of our tokens to grab each of the sets. The plate one is the Angry Maw set. Purple and gold. And then big jailery weapons. Again, I played a good chunk at the start of Shadowlands and a little bit towards the end, preparation for Dragonflight, but I didn't go through the rigmarole of it. Just play a sentiment at the time as well. It's hard to, even as someone like me who tends not to be very negative about stuff, it's hard to enjoy something when all the sentiment surrounding it and when you're trying to look up whether it's guides or just little bits of information and just seeing the constant slew of going at something, it ends up putting you off. It's a nice modern redo of the whole Sword of a Thousand Truths thing. Old Naxxramas one. Great Sword is also a lot. See, I don't think this one wraps around to being cool. This is just a bit too much. The other one, that was Paladin armor. I've got all listed, but it's only showing me the Paladin stuff. Why wouldn't it show me? Because now I want to be able to check what it is on my mage, but I can't actually see anything. Oh, there's another set. Oh, the cosmic-y stuff. Right. Oh. That's the dagger we've just seen being reused. I like the idea. It's just all of the, like... How do I put this? Like, how the architecture, for lack of a better term, is so angular on these things that the fact it contains the glowy stuff, just, it's not a vibe I gel with too much. That's not bad. Shield looks very Draenei. The gun, straight up, like a railgun. Great Sword is too big if it's flat. If this tapered into a decent point, maybe. You don't get many double-ended staffs in WoW. No, that's a lie. There's all those Burning Crusade ones. Protoss Blade, straight up. I wanted to do a Protoss cosplay. Could do that pretty well with your transmog. Yeah, but not much else. Again, the fact I can't see the other classes is frustrating. Let me just check. How many symbols do I have? 359. So, buying up each of the weapon sets would be all of my PvP stuff, which just seems like too much. I swap to my mage and try and find Shadowlands stuff. Oh, that wouldn't be worth it at all. Gladiator one's alright. It's sufficiently... They were, oh, what's the word? All the armor sets just were recolors for the different classes. They didn't have bespoke sets in Shadowlands. That one's not bad. Just to get a Witch Doctor vibe. But I'd rather get one of the raid colours. That ridiculous tongue. The BFA stuff, like the Warfront stuff, I need to remember how to go and find. But other than the weapon sets, the armor doesn't seem like it'd be that much worth it. The recruiter's not wearing his usual mask, which is interesting. There isn't another PvP vendor about the place either, so... I'm so tempted because there's so many of them. Maybe the Kyrian stuff, just because that does tend to be my vibe. There's only really the two-handed sword and the spear that really speaks to me. Some of the one-handed stuff is nice, but I think I've got a couple of recolors of them. That big staff. Wish I could buy the individual weapons. I think there's all else I can really do in Shadowlands other than potentially, you know, swap Covenant and then go through and get all of those different transmogs and pieces. Probably going to be worth more waiting X years until they do a Shadowlands remix, but who bloody knows when they'll end up doing that. Right. Due to a lack of a better plan, just head myself back to Dornogal and call it for the morning. A good bit of exploration in the Siren Isle. We've found a load more of these runes. We've got 2 of the 5 we need to get the Thunderbird mount. And other than just farming rares in hopes of more of these Thunderous ones showing up, I think it's going to require waiting for different mobs to appear, potentially. We'll come back tomorrow to do the Titan Disc fragments. See what juicy lore tidbits we can get there. With that said though, thank you very much for watching. For those who've come along live and who'll watch later, thanks for giving me your time. If you enjoyed yourselves, hit that like button for me. Push the video through the algorithm on YouTube so more folks can come hang out, play games with us, and enjoy. Subscribe for more content here on the channel. We're here on the weekdays at 9 AM UK time with World of Warcraft, 6 PM in the evening with other games. At the moment, we're going for another indie game called Lesfanger, Time Shift Warrior, where we can rewind time to fight with clones of ourselves. We just started it yesterday, having a lot of fun with it, really enjoyed it. Came out February this year. You can find playlists to all the other games we've covered right here on the channel, Binge to your heart's content. So until next time folks, much love, take care, and bye-bye.